What's up guys, how's it going? It's your boy here, back in black again, really late at night, just for another quick video for you guys about 4 things to know about problems in life, okay? And so we're going to focus on 2 things to try and bear in mind maybe when you're going through actually bear all of these in mind, but 2 things focus about the problems and maybe the negative aspects, and then actually 2 more slightly positive things to kind of end the video off and leave things on a better note for you guys. So, you know, problems in life can range from anything. They differ from person to person. Some things people, you know, something that might affect someone quite a lot might actually be quite trivial towards someone else, and vice versa. So again, these are just principles about the problems rather than problems themselves. Okay, so without further ado, I'm going to get into the first thing to know when overcoming your problems, and that is actually that problems can be neglected when you're going towards a goal, but you know that doesn't actually mean they're going to get solved. And what do I mean by that? So what I mean by that is problems won't just be solved over time, okay? So sometimes when you have a big goal, when you have something that you're working towards in life, like a big dream, or you just have to focus on some things in life, even if that's out of necessity rather than just trying to achieve goals all the time, sometimes you do neglect things, you do put things on the back burner, so to speak. And basically, you know, you can't be good at everything all the time, and there are some things maybe you don't give as much attention to. And my point is that sometimes in life we tend to think, and I'm guilty of this myself, that when we get to a certain point in life, when we've achieved a certain goal, when we've achieved something, that we'll have a lot less problems, or maybe we'll even have no problems at all. We can be mistaken in thinking that. And all the point number 1 is saying, in terms of things just don't disappear when you get to a certain level in life. You know, they might be easier to solve, but problems in themselves, they don't just disappear. And sometimes when you've been working really hard, really long hours, or you just maybe have just something maybe slipped your mind, just bear in mind that when you have that tunnel vision, that focus on a goal, that the things you might not have given the time to, they might have escalated, they might be, you know, really not under control, and they could use some attention. So just bear that in mind when you go forward in life, and just bear that in mind when you're thinking of overcoming problems, that things you might not have even considered for a while might be kind of bubbling out of control. So just remember that when you set these big goals, okay? And the second thing coming on from that about how problems don't just solve when you get to a certain point in life. So point number 2 actually is that problems evolve in their complexity as we tend to go through life. So, you know, the problems of our childhood, it's not really right that we should say that, but you know, they are kind of menial when we think about them now. That's not really a bad thing, but perhaps as a child we don't have the coping mechanisms that we do now, and that's again a generalization. You know, some people have dealt with an awful lot in their childhood, so you know, it's more of a generalization. But what I'm saying is, as we tend to go through life, you know, as we tend to think, you know, our problems are going to get easier because, you know, we've got more financial you know, resources, we've got more time, we've got more brain power, we've got more wisdom. Actually, a lot of the problems, they also evolve as well, you know. So just remember that, you know, when you're focusing on these goals as well, you know, when you get there, not only are your problems, maybe they're not going to be solved, but actually they are going to be maybe even harder than what you anticipated or what you were hoping for. So it's not to put you off, you know, it's just you know, just to let you know, so you know, you don't go in unprepared. So that's number 2, is that problems evolve as you go through life and as you progress down different paths, okay? Number 3, and this is where we start to talk about the more positive things, is sometimes the problems that you have right now might be a sign that you've got something you wish for. So what do I mean by that? So sometimes if you're really struggling, you're really under pressure in life with work deadlines, with university assignments, with whatever, that actually might be a sign that, you know, you might have actually forgotten, but you've actually achieved quite a lot in life. You know, once upon a time you might have been an A-level student aspiring to get you to university or something like that. So, you know, just bear that in mind and realize that, you know, it might actually, the fact you've got problems is a sign that you're working towards your goal and you're getting closer to your dreams, okay? And the last thing to conclude this video quite quickly is that when you're in a problem, when you're in a difficult situation and you're suffering a lot, time really slows down and it can feel like ages. And actually, when you look back in life, or from an outsider's perspective, that time went really quickly, okay? So just know that when you're feeling that problem, when you're feeling that time draw out, that actually, when you look back, it might be a really fond memory to look back on, and it might not have actually been as long as it seemed. So I hope that's a kind of helpful tip and a hopeful note to end this video on, and I hope you guys found that helpful. Don't forget to drop me a like, comment, share, subscribe. It really helps me out. It really boosts the algorithm as well, so I'd appreciate that as well. More people see these videos. Take care, peace out, and check out the links below. Take care, guys.